Well, today we're helping old Victor move some of the larger things in his yard. We got to get that backhoe moved, which unfortunately isn't running. So we're just right now trying to pick up the hydraulics and chain them up so that we can roll it onto the trailer. So I better jump in the machine here and give Victor a hand. Okay, so the old 135 had more than enough power to do this. Just about enough power to pick that machine up. But anyways, so what we're doing is we're trying to get the front bucket off the ground and we're trying to get the back bucket off the ground. Obviously, because it doesn't run, there's no hydraulic pressure. So Victor has devised a plan, and you can see he went over the cab with a chain to the front bucket. And then what he's doing right now is he's just trying to suck in the back bucket with a come along because the cylinder on it is blown. Well, not because, it's not running, but he's just going to suck the back bucket in so it's not trying to dig in when we're trying to shove it up on the trailer or pull it up on the trailer. And then, I believe his plan was to chain the front bucket down basically to the front axle so that I'll be able to pick up the front of this machine with the 135, and then I should be able to walk it around and just sort of walk it up onto the float. Sounds good in theory, but let's see how it goes. Old Vic just about has that rolled in.
It was easier last time. There was way more room.
It'll be easier to move the old dump truck because it actually runs and drives. So we're going to take it right to the new property he's purchased. And we'll see driving in there how that goes. But first things first, get this poor old girl on the float. right, well, so far so good. That's going pretty well. Not having any issue throwing it around with that. Now we're going to drop the ramps, or Victor's going to drop the ramps. He's going to get in it, and then he's going to see if he can steer it up while I try to find something solid that I'm not going to break to shove on the back. But shouldn't be too difficult because these old machines are all pretty solid. That's why we like them so much. So Victor's going to jump in and we'll see what happens. All you have to do is keep it on the trailer. We'll see what happens.
Also, the only steering I have is the brakes.
Perfect. That's what we're worried about. So long as you have brakes, that's what counts.
Well, again.
Well, he wasn't exactly aimed center, so I'm just trying to get it lined up with the trailer as best I can here. So what I'm doing here is curling the front bucket up because it was down and it got caught on the ramps. So if we curl it up, it's going to act like a ski, and then I'll be able to come back to back and shove him up. That's the idea anyways. Now I just have to find a spot where I can push and he'll go on straight, because right now when I'm pushing on either of the stabilizers, it's just shoving it one way or the other, trying to turn it. So I'm going to try to get under the back bucket with the front blade on the excavator, then hopefully I can pick up the back bucket off the ground and shove him forward at the same time. So we're going to see how that works. But first, Victor's saying he can see he's not lined up with the outside ramp, so he wants me to square him up a little bit better. So I'll go over, I'll grab the front, and I'll pull him over. Then we'll see if we can shove him up straight. right, we got the old dyno on there. We're just going to strap it down, then we'll hit the road. Then we'll come back for the old dump truck. But yeah, we're going to see how we can get it off at the other end, because obviously the 135 is here. I have my small tractor. Actually, I have my bigger tractors. Most of my tractors are home. And then we have the bulldozer at the shop, which is having problems steering one way, but we'll have to fix that at some point. But anyways, we can use it if we need to. Or we'll just do the old chain it to a tree method. But we're going to make it up as we go along, so stay tuned. All right, all loaded up, strapped down, and ready to go. So let's hit the road. Suddenly it is coming down. I hope this passes by, or we drive out of this before we get to the property, because we are looking like we're going to get pretty wet. But like I said, hopefully we drive out of it, but I guess we're about to find out. Well, this is the radar map, and it is not looking like we're going to drive out of it. So, and here's the flood warning and special weather statement. Well, it is still coming down. And I took a look at the radar and the forecast, which I'll show you in a second, but it does not look good. So, unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot of choice, because we've got to have all that big stuff out of there this weekend. So, looks like we're going to get wet. I'm just going to have to get my swim shorts on, I guess, and some older boots, because it looks like I'm getting them wet regardless. And yeah, I've jumped in the gray truck now, because it's a little bit better to be driving in storms and stuff like this. The defrost doesn't work fantastic in the old Bronco, so it gets a little foggy. The windshield wipers are better in this. And it probably has a few more tools in it that we wished we had when we were trying to get everything loaded up there. But anyways, Victor's down there on the side of the road. I just came back up here to grab this truck, and I'm going to grab the angle grinder, because it's the family land we're storing stuff on at Victor, or storing stuff of Victor's on right now. It's at the one gate. We all have a lock on it. There's like 4 or 5 of the different houses have a lock on it, but I cannot for the life of me find the key for that lock. So I have purchased another lock somewhere, but anyways, I've purchased another lock, and I will be cutting mine off and putting a new one on. But anyways, that'll be fun in the rain. I'll try to get the footage of what I can, but yeah, it's going to be difficult, because it's going to be difficult to run the camera in the rain. But anyways, let's see what happens. All right, we're down here. We're going to temporarily store Victor's stuff. We both got some old jackets on, because it's better than nothing. And I think that that's my lock. Been a long time since I've had to come through this gate. But anyways, we'll see. If not, I'll be replacing somebody else's lock. But Victor, if you don't mind doing the honors, watch your fingers. Perfect. We're in. Okay. All right, we're through the gate. We got Victor backed in here. We're just gonna unchain it, drop the ramps, and hopefully I can pull it off with that truck. So we'll see how that goes. Well, hose unhooked, or unchained. We are hooked on with the truck. Let's see how she does. And right here, you can see where a line blew when that back bucket hit the ground. The old rotted line just couldn't take the pressure and let go. The bucket's dug into the ground there a bit. So I guess I'm just gonna have to pull harder. We decided we need to shorten up the chain a little bit though, because I'm running out of field. I'm gonna be in the woods here in a minute. So Victor's gonna shorten up the chain, then we'll see how much further I can pull it. Well, that bucket's dug in pretty good and it's got the weight of the backhoe on it, so looks like I'm going to have to give it a little bump to get things rolling here, but let's see what happens. Well, that worked. Maybe need one more. Let's really test out that new bumper and hitch. If you hadn't noticed from the video where we were trying to pull the crawler out that's sunk in the mud, when I ripped the bumper and hitch off the back of the truck, we had put a bigger bumper and hitch on the back of the truck, custom made by Victor. So let's see. All right, that didn't go too bad. We pulled her off just about as far as we can with the truck. And I was going to say, Victor's about to just pull the dump truck ahead and that should slide her out. Perfect. Well, it's good to sit there for a couple weeks. We'll get the truck unhooked, drive it out of there, and we should be good to go. Well, the bumper still seems to be on there good and solid, so I'd say that's definitely a few steps up from the factory bumper. Victor's just finishing putting the chains away there. I'm free. So we're gonna head back to his place and we'll load up the dump truck, which should be considerably easier to load. We might have to give it a helping hand if it can't get the grip to go up on there, but at least it steers and drives itself. So let's go do that while we continuously get wet. But that's all part of the fun. Well, just as I was exiting the gate, I spoke too soon. I heard something drag. I'm like, uh-oh. Jumped out, had a look. But that's not really an important piece anyways, right? Just a muffler. So we'll pick it up out of the mud, throw it in the back of the truck, and catch up to Victor. Well, I had to stop for gas real quick, otherwise I wasn't going to get here regardless, but Victor was here a little bit before me. He's got the old truck started up. Let her warm up for a bit and see if we can crawl onto that float. it has no choke. It just fired right up, eh? That's good. Wheel girl runs pretty well. So the old Chevy C60 or C65 has an old gas 427 in it. See if it'll pull itself out of there. All right, I'm gonna have to move the excavator, otherwise it's not gonna go through that. But yeah, the old girl works pretty well. Right, excavator's out of the way. We've got the trailer on a good angle. Should have no problem crawling up on there at all. So let's see how she does. All right, it's on there. We'll get it chained down. Victor having a little bit of fun. We'll get it chained down and we'll take it up to Victor's new property and see if we can get it up in the road. We have to build a driveway to his property yet, but there is just a little access road there. So we're hoping that this will just drive itself in there. Especially since we have no machines up there right now. I was gonna send one of my crawler loaders up there so we can do some work, but we'll do that next weekend. But anyways, let's chain this down and get up there. All right, it's all chained down and we're heading out again. All right, what we got here. So the property he bought is over through here, but this isn't his. This is obviously it's a Christmas tree farm, but this is the access road right now. So we'll have to get the dump truck up through there and then around basically a 90-degree corner over there and then truck her through the woods over to where he's gonna leave it for now. So let's get it unchained from the trailer. Hopefully the batteries have enough juice to fire her up because Victor said it was pretty low, but worst case I have some booster cables, but we'll get her off there anyway. Then we'll see how she likes to go through the woods. Yeah. Haha! No problem. Well, we're on a corner here and I don't want to get run over, so we're gonna go and film this from the back. around the corner there. For some reason the camera stopped recording. And the truck stalled. So I may have to try to sneak around him. Not sure how to see if we can pull the rest of the way, I guess, but let's take a look and see why it won't start.
There's enough fuel in it.
Do you think you have enough?
Well, I put like 3 gallons in it. Let's not be checking it out.
There's 2 cans in the back of my truck. Dump some more in it. So, Victor, anticipating this truck sitting for a while, he doesn't fill the gas tank right with fuel just to go bad. So he just put, well, he said 3 gallons in it. That may not be enough for the pump to be picking it up. So that's a quick fix. Luckily, I still have 2 cans of gas in the back of my truck. At least it made it this far. That's what Victor said, which is good. Yeah, it did make it this far.
So I was thinking about gas and everything else. Completely forgot this thing runs on gas.
The off-road truck. Yep. I didn't know if you were going to make her up that sandy hill.
Oh, she started chattering. That's why I figured I'd. We told her we got the driveway done to get Jerry to come up here.
Yeah, no, I agree. I had to put it in 4-wheel. I only made it up to where you got it and I spun out in the sand. So, all in all, the old tandem did pretty good. It's got the can in. Gonna see if it's sucking fuel. Believe it or not, this wasn't the original fuel pump. Victor was just saying the original fuel pump was in the tank, but obviously it died and this was easier. It's looking like it's full of some stuff there, Vic. Looking like the fuel filter may be plugged.
Looks the same thing you did.
Yep. So to get us going temporarily, we should be able to, well, basically blow backwards in the fuel filter and blow the crap out of it enough that it should run to get us where we need to go. I really don't want to try to pull it, the old 2500. So let's hope this old trick works. Quick little bush fix to get you home. Well, for some reason the camera cut out on me again. But anyways, he just blew backwards in the filter. He's putting it back on and we're hoping it's enough to get us to where we need to go. All right, have it back on. Let's see if the old bush fix worked. Oh, it's alive. All right then. All right, we'll jump back in the truck and follow him. Guess I'll pick up the gas can. We made it up here to the clearing. This trail gets quite tight. We're trying to put the tandem through. So we may have to leave it here for now until we can get a driveway in either from the road, or I can come with one of the crawlers or a machine or something and make this trail, clean this trail up a little bit. But yeah, anyways, okay. So we got the backhoe moved and we got his dump truck moved. And next weekend, we're going to tackle the driveway and clear the lot out a little bit. So yeah, anyways, all right. Thanks for watching.